That's fine.
Hey everybody, this is TJ Cates here at the 515 Studios with Nashville Entertainment Weekly, TJTV. We're here with Them Vibes. Introduce yourself around.
I'm Kyle Lewis.
I'm Alex.
I'm Brother Love.
And Kyle, we're going to come back to that. And Kyle Lewis is actually the one that gave us the studio, man. We appreciate this.
Yeah, it's my dad's studio here at the 515 in Nashville. So.
He was just asking his permission, can I go in there? I'm like, what's your building?
How VIP do you have to be, right?
Apparently you can. Then we had to ask him to be quiet a minute ago, so things are getting kind of weird. Let's talk about this video that you came in to talk about today. And I know you just came off your tour out from Europe, which is very exciting. We want to come back and talk about that. We want to jump right into your video because it's a great video, man. It's really fast. Filmed all around Nashville.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much. The song is called Lorelei. It's off our first record entitled Shine On. And we were like, we want to make a video that we're not in. Or we wanted to make a piece of art. We wanted to or attempt something that told the story of the song. And we just didn't want to be prancing around and dancing around and doing the typical things.
We're not good dancers.
We're not good dancers.
That's what you
and we're not good prancers,
Yeah.
for
Y'all
sure.
made a really, really good video. Now, you said you did this yourself for the
Yeah,
most part?
absolutely.
We're on two hands.
Yeah, we brought in a director named David Dutton from San Francisco that we had known for a couple of years. And we just threw together some ideas, and then all of a sudden we just said, let's do this. We got all the actors, we got all the costumes, we did our hair and makeup, we brought friends along, we rented stuff, we borrowed stuff, we begged for stuff, we used Santa's Pub, which is a staple.
It's not too far from here.
It's the greatest dive bar in America, if not the
The
world.
world.
And
And
other,
you've seen the world.
yeah, we
Oh,
have,
yeah.
and other locations in Nashville, and it was great because we had friends and family help us out as far as just being in the video, and the director did a fine job, and it was
Great
2 days.
job.
We basically shot this thing in 2 days, and it was the most amazing labor of love ever. It was great.
So is this the first time it's landed on television?
Yeah, actually.
So this is a TV
thank
premiere.
you very much.
Yeah, thank
Here
you
we
very
go.
much, yeah.
All right. I feel like we're in 82 MTV. I remember it. You might not. Okay, let's go right to your music video from Them Vibes, and we're going to come back and talk about it. Y'all check this out.
Murder in the first degree. Judge don't give no mercy. Well, my mama, she done cried. She said, please don't send my son to die. Mama, don't you cry. Well, I'm a bad man from Tennessee. Shot her down for leaving. She swore she loved me, she done lied. Ain't no other man's gonna live by your side. Mama, don't you cry. Preach man at the gallows pole. He said, God have mercy on the soul. Any last words before you die? I'm coming to my Lorelei. Mama, don't you cry. Mama, don't you cry. I'm coming to you, Lorelei. 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 Coming to you, Lorelei.
And we're back with a great video, guys. Great
Thank
job.
you.
Thank you very much. Glad you enjoyed it.
So let's talk about where you're going to take this video. Let's talk about where you're going to take your music. Where do you see it fitting in?
Well, this video
Straight to the top.
Straight to the top.
You're already there.
You know, being an unsigned band, an independent artist, you know, we put this video out a short while ago, year and a half maybe now, and we've moved on as far as a new EP called TV. We've been on the road in Europe, and the good news is that it's new for so many people. So to see this video, you know, on the station here in Europe and all everywhere on the internet, it's brand new to so many people. So we're just happy for people to check it out. And, you know, hopefully just check out our band, going to our website, liking it, buying it on iTunes.
Talk about the website.
Themvibes.com. Yeah, that's ours.
Where do we
as
get the name from? It's pretty cool.
A bottle of tequila, and you know, just.
I can't believe nobody ever took that name before.
Well, that's the beauty of the internet, right?
Right, we were like sitting there.
So you
literally,
Googled it. It's official.
Yeah, yeah.
You Googled
We
it.
went through like 100,000 names before we fell into them vibes.
Yeah.
So
We were looking, we're like, does anybody have the Facebook page? No, let's grab it. We did that with like 10 different band names, so sorry for bands that were trying to get the vibe, we have that. And, you know, no more vibe. Like, we just took everything we could, and then when we were decided on them vibes, we just got lucky.
That's really, really funny, man.
Yeah.
So you're not just musicians. I mean, you're actually thinking about it. You're not just a bunch of guys in a garage. I mean, you're traveling to Europe. You rented a pretty nice Mercedes van over there.
Oh, yeah.
oh, the best
Yeah,
one.
one
of the best.
Oh my God, it was.
But by the end of the
V12.
month, I bet you're still about ready to get out of the van and get back home. Kyle and I talked about that. It's nice to get back home sometime.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's enjoyable out there, but yeah, like you said, laying on your own bed, you know.
Big cup of coffee.
Big cup
was,
of
was
coffee was
really
right.
the one
Right.
thing.
Everything
Everything
over there
else,
is
I mean,
highly concentrated,
I miss
yeah.
my regional wine and cheeses. I do. But a big cup of coffee, that seemed to be the hardest thing to find. Like that and ice for some
Really?
Yeah,
reason.
no
Yeah.
ice. Yeah.
Yeah, no ice and no
Order a
lard.
drink on the rocks. Be prepared for like one rock, you know.
Yeah.
It's a classy thing to do. Luckily, we drink from the bottle, so everything is just fine.
Problem.
Yeah.
That's cool. Let's talk about how you got into music. So what brought this home for you? And we'll just go down the line and let everybody know about y'all guys.
Kyle?
Yeah, wow. I was really young when I started playing music. My dad, who's the owner here at the 515, really got me into it. And I was in like high school marching band and stuff on drumline. Took that to college, studied music in college, and then I don't know, rock and roll was always in my heart. So when I saw these guys in Nashville, I was like, well, I got to get with them. You know, rock and roll's always been in my wheelhouse, and
As soon as you came around, we never let go of this man.
Never let go.
music's in
would
my
you?
blood. So I mean, it's, I
That's
don't know.
true.
I grew up with it, and I never let it go.
So
That's all I
early
can
age,
do.
and you said you worked in the drum line.
I
for the
did,
band
yeah.
For high school. You know, Tommy Lee with Motley Crue, he always said the same story.
Yeah.
Said he couldn't get a girl in high school, and he said he can't keep him away now.
Right.
So
you
that's
know.
cool, man.
Well, I'm not quite Tommy Lee. But
Well, I don't know.
Except for
Yeah,
that
pretty
video you
good.
made about 2 years ago.
Right,
Just saying.
I thought we were supposed to talk about that. We
He's
weren't
got an
supposed to talk
elbow everywhere.
You're one scandalous video away from.
Oh man.
Well, I appreciate the location, man. This is great. Let's talk about what you got
Absolutely,
into music.
I mean, it was kind of always around the house. My dad had an acoustic guitar, and when I was old enough to play it, it was just one of those things that I was just always looking at and always wanted to play. And then I had an older sister who got into music, and you know, I was like the younger brother, always trying to follow whatever my older sibling would be doing. And
My sister was a majorette, so
oh
you
yeah,
had a better idea. Yours played music.
I don't know, man. I mean, the talent is talent. That's
Yeah,
all I'm
maybe.
talking about.
Let's talk about you.
So, you know, as soon as I learned how to play guitar, I just never put it down, and would always just find an outlet and solace with music that I couldn't find with anything else, and I just kept on following it till this point, and beyond and beyond. So that's pretty much it.
I played drums as a kid, and it was the same thing. Just always like, just hearing music and understanding it as a kid, being like, why, this is something that makes sense to me, where not much else ever did, and playing in bands forever and ever and ever. And then, you know, at some point, playing drums and then being a singer and then writing songs, and it all just sort of came together. And then, you know, Alex and I moved to Nashville at the same time, around 6 years ago. We were playing in another band, and we struck up a friendship, and we sort of never let go of that. We were always writing music together. We lived together. And when the band, when it's the way it went, we were still standing together and being like, you know what, let's write some music that we love. And we wrote our first record, Shine On. We got a buddy of ours to record it because he's like, these are really good songs. And we just sort of did that. We recorded a record, found a band name. And for us to be able to be in Nashville as a new band, as a rock and roll band, where at the time, this is now 2 or 3 years ago, where people still thought it was just country music.
Yeah.
What an explosion. You know, I mean, like the rock and roll scene here, we are friends with so many bands and so many musicians that do what we do. Everybody does it their own special way, a little bit different, and we're supportive of each other, and it's very, very cool. So we're getting love from, you know, Lightning 100. To be on the local radio station that is a world-renowned radio station.
When I
That's
moved to
true.
town, Lightning 100 just blew me away because it's like I've never seen a radio station that embraced the independent artists.
Yeah.
this way.
Oddly enough, I mean, not oddly enough, but when we were in our old country rock group, we'd always, when we were in Nashville and we'd be listening to Lightning 100, be like, man, wouldn't that be so cool? If we
And
had
now
a
you're
song
on it,
like
you're
that?
blown
Yeah,
up.
it was a trip, and that happened.
And
you
that's
know?
happened for us, this whole band. It's like, man, wouldn't it be cool if we could be on Lightning 100? And we dropped our CD off and didn't hear from
That's
them.
what they say do.
And then a week later, we had some friends who were like, "You're on the radio."
You're on
We're
the
like,
radio,
"No, we're not.
yeah.
We're sitting here right now." No, Lorelei's on the radio.
You're a liar.
You're a liar. So, and then it was like, wouldn't it be great if we could play a festival? And we're playing festivals. We're headlining the Tomato Festival this past year
That's a big
in
deal
East
in East
Nashville,
Nashville.
and you know, playing these other festivals. Wouldn't it be great if South by Southwest would actually ask us to play a real sanctioned show? We're doing that this year. Wouldn't it be great to go to Europe as a rock band? We just did that. So, you know, it's so much hard work. But when we do it together and you see these little these things happen, you say, wow, it's amazing. And the support here has just been phenomenal.
But it
And
didn't happen overnight. You said
No,
five,
of
6
course.
years. Y'all moved here 6 years ago.
No,
Yeah,
of course,
You
yeah.
met up with
no.
Kyle recently, and
You
now
know.
you're doing
But that's the
Yeah.
this is the beauty of Nashville, is that around you is just superb talent, and you're inspired every day with every place that you go, and every bar you walk into, you're blown away by the next great
That's
thing.
the thing about
It's
it. man.
amazing.
Just
you
that-
know?
that's what we focus our whole show on. Not everybody that's already made it, but people that are so 1 inch away from blowing away everybody. When you went to Europe, I mean, what kind of credibility did you have being in Nashville? Did they know about Nashville?
They love it.
So that's a big deal for them to
That's
be able to have a
huge. I mean, Nashville is
and to
like
prove that we're not all about country.
no Nashville. The thing is, music is
Even though we wear boots, good boots.
great
I have
boots,
boots.
and they're envious of these great boots. I'm going to tell you. I mean, they would trade anything for these boots, but this is my only pair, so I can't do
What are you
that.
gonna do?
But American music is the greatest export that we have. I mean, when we would be in a gas station in East Germany, and all of a sudden you just hear Meghan Trainor coming through the speakers. You're like, you're so far away from home, but so close, because the music itself is what ties the whole world together, and it comes from the United States.
It
And it-
comes from Nashville, man.
they love Nashville so
Music
much.
is made in Nashville.
Yeah,
Yes.
and to be a Nashville band, like we're a rock and roll band, so we play electric guitars and we can be loud and all that. But we also we're songwriters, we're singer songwriters. The whole all of our music is written basically just sitting there with a guitar, you know, sitting on a drum set, whatever, just quietly doing it, whatever. And so when we broke down our set each night and did like 3 or 4 acoustic songs with a harmonica on one, or just acoustic broken down without the big loud, you know, obviously the electric guitars, they went crazy, because for them that's American music. It's they can feel, you know, something that's has a little bit of a country twang, Americana, if you will, and they just went crazy for it. And we were just elated, because we're playing songs from our first album. We're there to support our new EP, but the songs from our first album are brand new to them. And you have people coming up to us saying, "Need Somebody off your first album is my favorite song. How do you play it on guitar?" And he's showing them how to play it. And it's like, how cool is that? That's just like a very warm and wonderful feeling. And so we appreciate that so very much. And we have friends that go over there to Europe and are on tour, and they're friends from here, like the Delta Saints and Goodbye June, and they're kicking butt over there as well. And it's like we're all sort of this wonderful community, and it's pretty phenomenal.
It's opposite of what happened in the 50s with the British invasion. They came to America. Everything that was British that came over here, they never heard that before. And then they lasted. The Stones, the Beatles, I mean, they've been in 50, 60 years.
I know.
And Mick Jagger's a regular here in town. Paul McCartney's been here.
Pretty
So that's cool.
incredible.
Let's tell everybody where they can find your music, because I think they're going to want to find you and start buying your music.
Yeah, themvibes.com is the first place to start. We're on iTunes, we're on Spotify, we're on, I believe, even just
Amazon.
Amazon.
Everything that anywhere that you can get music, you can find.
On your
them
website,
vibes.
do you have links that go to all those?
We have links on our website to go to all those, as well as we have vinyl, we have CDs, we have T-shirts. You can buy that from our store directly from us at themvibes.com. You'll see the crappy handwriting on the envelope. That'll be one of us writing it, sending it directly to you, because the machine works very well. And we appreciate it. Thanks for the support.
Thanks for coming in. Thanks for giving
Thanks
us the
for having us.
515.
Yeah, thanks for
Thanks
having
for coming in. Great video, man. I
Thank you
can't-
so
we
much,
may-
man.
Yeah, we definitely want to share this and break it down to give it to your reach groups also. Hopefully your fans over in Europe. But y'all keep it up. Keep coming in and tell us every few months everything that's going on great with you. Because listening to you at the first part of it, you acted like it's not a big deal. Listen to everything that you have in place. You're 100 times over so many artists here in Nashville.
Oh, thank you so
So
much, man.
good job, man.
very
Well, thanks
nice
for
of you.
coming in to Nashville Entertainment Weekly, TJTV, every Friday night, Channel 49 in Nashville, Kentucky. We're going to Knoxville. We're going to Atlanta. We're going to multiple cities.
All right.
And we're going to take you
Love
guys
it.
with us.
Come on.
Good deal.